Fluff, 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 flame, haircut like Anita Baker. Bang, chugga, dang, flame, haircut like Anita Baker. Looked her up and down and said, I take her. What's up, this Lyrics and Lies. That is a play on EPMD's series of songs called Jane. That was about a cross-dressing transsexual woman, man. I don't know how you word it, but instead of saying Jane, I said Flame. So Shayz on the mic was telling me a while ago how she watched She Ready.
They Ready
on Netflix, which is a comedy special with about 7, 8, 9 different comedians in different episodes, done by Tiffany Haddish. By the way, I'm Money Green. This show is Lyrics and Lies. I'm sitting here chilling with my co-star.
Shayz on the mic.
Shayz on the mic. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, just 2 star. And Shayz was like, yeah, there's a comedian on here called Flame Monroe. I think you need to check her out. She's transsexual or transgender. And I'm like, Flames, I know Flames Monroe. Not personally, but Flames was out way back in the Comic View days. Mm-hmm. And I originally saw her way back on BET. And, you know, every now and then she pops up. And Corey Holcomb, 5150 Nation, he talks about Flames sometime because I believe Flames is from Chicago and Corey Holcomb's from Chicago. And they go back to doing comedy in the late 90s together. So it's interesting that she's getting a lot of attention lately. And after the Tiffany Haddish special, She Ready or They Ready?
They Ready.
She popped up on The Breakfast Club. She had some interesting things to say about Monique. So Monique has been busting off a lot of shots at people, and now some shots are being busted off at her by a few different people. So yes, Monique says she's suing Netflix now. So while she was doing that, Flames came out since she has her platform set up. And she has some things to say about Monique and how Monique has been complaining about things that she's also been doing traditionally. So break it down, Shayz. What's going on?
Well, I don't know, and I hope that me and you're on the same page with this Flame Monroe and Monique. Because I think at one period of time, they wanted Flame and Monique to work together.
Right, on a radio show.
On a radio show. And Flame was like, wow, this is big for me because now as a transgender, I'm doing something I never got a chance to do before, and that's be on the radio.
And get a steady paycheck.
And a steady paycheck. And plus, Flame has the, she has the chop, she has the, the attitude for radio.
Okay.
Monique didn't want to work with her.
So what did Monique do, according to Flame?
According to Flame, she told the producers and stuff that she didn't want to work with her. She don't know nothing about her. She ain't want to work with her.
She can't work with someone with a lifestyle.
She can't work with somebody with that kind of lifestyle.
Right.
That's right.
So the guy that put Flame on, because there was a guy who said, I'm leaving this radio station. Flame, I want you on here, and I want Monique on here, whatever. And then the guy was leaving town, and he called Flames up, and he was like, wait a minute, what happened? What did you do to Monique? She said, I ain't do nothing. She's like, you ain't doing nothing to Monique? He said, no. Monique told them people that she can't work with you, so what's going on? She said, nothing. We never even really met and talked about anything yet. And it turns out that Monique said, I can't work with her because of her lifestyle. So people were saying, I think Flames was saying, that is similar to what she was saying about Tyler Perry, Oprah, and Lee Daniels. She was talking about how they discriminated against, Monique was saying they discriminated against me and they won't do this and they won't do that. And blackballed her. And at the same time, Monique blackballed me years ago and stopped me from getting a check and set my life back a little bit when I was set up for a blessing. So you got to break it down, Shayz, because Monique has enough against her now, and she has a big mountain that she's trying to chop down as far as Netflix and going at Netflix and all this racial, gender bias and these lawsuits, which is hard to do. And her fan base is confused because I don't know what to believe. And I really enjoy Monique's comedy. But after this Netflix thing, I don't know what's going on. And then now this Flame Monroe thing come up, and now I really don't know how to feel because Flames isn't one of my favorite comedians, but Flames is funny.
Yeah, Flame is funny.
I respect her comedy, and it's not cool for anybody to discriminate against somebody else with their lifestyle, especially if it's not infringing upon your lifestyle and stopping them from making money, you know what I'm saying, when they're trying to do their thing just like you're trying to do. And then you come out and then you talk about people discriminating against you. So all this stuff is complicated, and social media is making it easy for us to get to the bottom of a lot of things. So you got to explain your take on this.
Well, my take on it is, I think I was probably really shocked that Monique even said about the lifestyle. When she has a lifestyle, she was living her own self with her and her husband. They had an open relationship, and that is a lifestyle.
That's
so my
true.
thing is that how can you discriminate and say something about somebody else's lifestyle when we all have our own? You didn't even get a chance to know who this person was, got a chance to talk to him, see if y'all even worked out, or just even the dynamics of each other will work.
Right.
Before you just said, I can't work with this person's lifestyle. When you have an open relationship with your husband, that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so my thing is, do you know what a lifestyle means? Do we know a definition of what lifestyle means?
And you judging
or it
lifestyles.
only works for you when it's convenient?
And it's judging other people's lifestyles, because in Monique's defense on that, and this is going for somebody who, for anybody out there who may be homophobic, or I think homophobic may be the word, or very brand conscious, because whenever this was, it wasn't recent. So these were past times, because it wasn't in the past 2 years. It's probably 10 or 15 years ago. Times were much different 2 years ago than they are now as far as all this trans stuff. But I can see how Monique or someone in her position would feel awkward being featured on a show next to this trans person. Or actually, Flames, I don't know what they call it, but Flames is a man, born a man, still has man parts, still has dick and balls or penis and testicles, but Flames has breast implants. And Flames dresses as a woman and wears the wig and makeup. So everything is a woman visually from the stomach up. But everything below, she still got, it's manly. And she dates, or he dates, masculine women. It's gonna be very confusing. And she said, just like the Breakfast Club interview with Malik Yoba and all them throwing out all these terms, she said even she was confused. And she said she's part of the LGBTQA+ and everything else they say about it. But that's it, A+. But she said it's the same thing with that. She said she knows it's confusing, so I'm confused by that. A man who likes sex with masculine women, and this man also has breasts and dresses as a woman.
Well, but you got to understand too, with Flame Monroe is playing a part as a drag queen that night. So he's a comic drag queen.
But has a breast.
Right. Well, the breasts have to go along with what you're doing. So
I'm just saying that real breasts. I'm just letting everybody know.
She did get real breasts.
She has cleavage. She pulls that shirt down. There's real big titties underneath there.
Really big breasts there, and by day, Flame Monroe is a dad. He got 3 kids. 2 kids are the same age, but they're not twins. He was messing with 2 girls named Tasha. And Tasha, and that's one reason why he's not giving up the man parts, because he still like to be with women. As he said on the Breakfast Club. But he said this in other venues that he spoke about. Even in his comedy, he talks about, that he wouldn't give up those, because he said Tasha, one of them Tasha was like Sunshine. So I'm wondering if the 2 Tashas...
Sunshine's is Leela Rashawn's character in Harlem Nights.
Harlem
You
Nights.
throw a vagina up in the air, it turns into sunshine.
In the
That's
sunshine.
so good.
So he said he almost wanted to be all man because of Tasha. But now that you just made that point about what they said on the Breakfast Club, now it's making me think, was the two Tashas manly women, or were
No,
they
they got
regular
pregnant,
women?
so they were women.
They were, but even
No, womanly. They weren't. They were feminine.
yeah, but even though you have women that are rough, or you want to say
Masculine or studs.
masculine, they still can get pregnant.
Of course, but
All
I don't
right,
think
so
these.
do-
I don't think they were studs.
Okay, maybe they wasn't, but anyway,
The studs don't have. Studs don't have vagina that good.
How do you know? You been hold up. We'll leave that there.
I've been
let's
with
get back
the,
to let's get back to.
I've been with a stud in training.
Oh, we'll get back to Flame Monroe.
I've been with a stud in training. So there was this woman, you might know her too, but she wanted to become a stud. And until she became a stud, you know, she and I was, you know, messing around, and I was, you know, I was coaching her a little bit on how to be steady.
Oh wow.
I was coaching her how to be studdish.
So I wanna say this one thing that Flame Monroe
And
said.
she has some stuff there you can throw up in the air. I mean,
Okay.
you can throw her mouth in the air.
All right.
You can throw her mouth in the air.
So we're gonna get back to Flame.
If she ever jumped out of a plane with a parachute, it would be sunshine. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, we're back to Flame again.
Especially when she opened her mouth.
Flame said something that's profound. She said that she is not a transgender comedian. She is a comedian that happens to be transgender.
Okay.
I don't know if that means something different, but I guess she's trying to say is that her spiel is not, I'm a transgender comedian. I just happen to be transgender, but I am a comedian.
Right, that's not her angle. She doesn't have a gimmick.
The gimmick is not her being a transgender.
Right, because
comedian.
she's
She
done
is-
comedy as a man.
Yeah.
I've seen her do comedy as a man.
She wasn't
Those
funny.
titties are there, but she's like dressed like a man, and everything. But you do see them titties.
Yeah, so
I've seen that.
So when you go, when he's the father, he has to wear bigger clothes so that nobody can see the breasts when he goes.
Well,
to
as far as
kids'
raising kids, but we're talking about the comedy, the stand
school,
up.
the stand-up part.
He's still funny when he's a man on stage, but everything doesn't go over as well as it does when he's trans or as a woman.
But he is
I will
quite
admit
funny.
that.
He's quite funny. I liked his stuff. I admit he was really, Flame Monroe was really funny. I enjoy his comedic style. But I also like that as a transgender person, that he also talks about his people, his community, and how his community is being very sensitive about certain things, that they don't need to be sensitive, and that they're going too far with certain things, which I agree with, because I'm like, yes.
Don't say that, Shayz. Gonna get us shut down.
All I said was sensitivity.
You gonna stop us from getting 100
All
subscribers?
I'm doing is singing. All I'm doing is saying being sensitive, like Ralph Tresvant. That's it. Sensitivity.
Flame said they're a bunch of
Sensitivity.
suckers. They talk too much trash. They start too much trouble. They need to sit down and relax
Have
and
several seats.
stop taking things so seriously.
And
Live your life and do
right.
whatever, but stop being in the uproar about every little thing that's said about
about
a
you.
gay person or a trans person, period. And Shayz agrees with her or him, and I agree with her too. They overdo a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's
And,
too much.
and Flames jokes about all that. So if y'all get the opportunity, check out her Breakfast Club interview. Check out what she said about Monique. She also said that Monique's husband is might be on the gay side, but then she later came back and said she was just talking shit about that. She was just talking trash, and he was collateral damage. But she said that's just part of the game. She just had to get her point across about Monique. So she didn't mean that about Sydney. So Sydney's not gay, and had to make a point to say that. And what else? What am I missing?
I think we've covered everything about Flame Monroe. Check out They Ready on Netflix, and check her out on YouTube. She got a lot of funny stand-up, and she also has a YouTube channel called Coffee Time, where she talks a little bit of political stuff. she keeps up to date on what's going on politically in the country.
Yeah, I don't know about all
coffee. Check out Coffee Time with Flame Monroe. It's pretty good. I've been looking at a couple of episodes.
Oh yeah, okay.
They seem to be, and she's in this. She's not in her drag. She is in her man with her hat on and her glasses, in the Coffee Time. So check her out. So no one would say, I don't see no Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe is just in a hat and glasses. She ain't in her whole drag outfit. She's not all dragged out in her Coffee Time.
And
check her out.
He was sexually harassing Charlemagne. She touched Charlemagne's leg on camera, and it makes for good TV. And I was sitting there watching. I said, I wonder how would I feel if she were to do that to me. Like if Flames were to sit down with Lyrics and Lies and touch my leg on camera, would I be able to maintain my composure, whatever? And then like I said with Monique has yet to come back at Flames. Maybe she's not going to. But there's one thing you would never hear Flames say.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
You won't hear Flames say that.
Because Flame likes both.
Flames does. She says she's been around the world.
Okay.
And
she's been a husband and she's been a wife.
But she's more into masculine women than she is men. So her thing right now is masculine women, and she doesn't date men, which is odd if you look like a woman, but you can have people act like that.
She said the masculine women know how to treat her.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I'm gonna say that for the rest of the day. I hope I don't say it out loud. People look at me like I'm crazy. You're not what? So you were gay? You gotta be gay in order not to be gay anymore. But
oh God,
that's it for us. Lyrics and Lies. Flames
From
Monroe. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, we threw in a lie at the end. Maybe he's not delivered. But Flames Monroe and Monique. I want to see what comes of that. Maybe Monique will just leave it alone.
Or maybe apology will come with that.
And hope it dies down. Maybe Monique will apologize. We will see that.
Yeah, never know.
And Shayz wants a fan that Flames has. So what fan was that you said you wanted? You can't touch this bee, or I'm a real bee.
One of them.
One of those fans.
But not the he, she, we. I don't want that.
It's okay, so
not the he, she, we one, but the other one.
Shayz is not one to he, she, we, because her name is Shayz on the mic, not Shayz Monroe.
Right.
But so she wants one of those fans.
That's right. If Flame is listening, can you get Shayz on the mic?
That fan
with Shayz on the mic.
A real bee.
You can't do what I do, something like that.
You can't do what a real bee does, or something like that.
That's the one.
All right, so we going. I'm gonna contact Flames and tell her that you want that.
And it's $20.
It is?
Yes.
It costs $20?
It costs $20 and
right.
$8 for shipping and handling.
Okay, well Flames may hook you up.
She might hook me up because we just put her out there. We just put her out there.
Yeah, Flames is cool. We look out for Flames, and we definitely don't discriminate. Not that she would care, but big ups to Flames.
But we want her to know that we don't.
Good appearance on the Breakfast Club. So if you all get the opportunity, check that out. And we wish her much success. And she said Tiffany Haddish took great care of her and came back and got her like so many people promised but never did.
True.
So
facts.
Big ups to all of them, and big ups to Shayz and the mic. Big ups to me, myself, and I. He, we.
Yeah,
exactly. And I'm the he, Flame. Damn. I'm the he, Shayz is the she, and we are the we. Lyrics and Lies, and we are out. Catch y'all next episode. Hit the next one.